Crucial advantages of using personality questionnaires in the hiring process. Firstly, personality questionnaires are extremely useful predictors of contextual performance in the workplace. Now, these are the behaviours which underpin performance in organisations that are outside of their typical job description. So that could be boosting office morale, that could be volunteering for additional tasks, that could be putting in overtime. These are behaviours which aren't necessarily required as part of the role, but that people engage in, which maximises their effectiveness in the workplace. Very useful skills to have. Next, we have counterproductive work behaviour. Now, personality questionnaires can predict who is likely to engage in counterproductive work behaviour. Now, these are things that are harmful to the organisation. That could include theft, that could include causing arguments and conflict within the organisation, and that could include things like loafing and getting distracted. Very useful and very essential to predict, ensuring that people are consistent in their performance and aren't actively harming the organisations in which they join. Next, we have task performance, which is the official role that they are participating in the organisation, along with their formal job description. Certain personality traits, particularly things like industriousness and conscientiousness, are very predictive of task performance, as it allows people to simply buckle down and get on with the tasks that they've been assigned. Next, we have culture and role fit. Now, this is where personality questionnaires are quite unique as selection tools. They allow you to identify who's likely to fit in the organisation, both in terms of its culture and typical values and work practices, as well as the role itself and the behavioural requirements of it. Quite unique among personality questionnaires. Lastly, we have well-being and burnout. Now, personality questionnaires measure certain personality traits which are associated with protection from occupational burnout, stress-related illness, things like resilience and emotional stability. These traits ensure that people are able to cope with stress and handle pressure, and thus avoid the negative health impacts of burnout and stress-related illness.